And then, of course, you made the transition to being a speed mooting judge as well. So you've seen both sides of the same coin, and you're one of only a few people to have done that. In terms of the competitors that have been before you at these competitions, are there any sort of common mistakes that you see from people in these mooting and advocacy competitions?
One of the more obvious ones, again, which is something that I probably did do as a competitor, so I'm not saying that I was perfect and didn't do this. I know for a fact that I did, is having a script. Because the issue with having a script is that there'll be some people who are quite happy having the script there as a comfort blanket, but are still able to maintain eye contact and make it flow naturally. But the ones that stand out are the ones who literally have it and sort of don't ever give you any eye contact. And you can tell that it's just being read out. That was the main thing that I noted as a judge. And sometimes someone will have a really good point and you'll be like, come on, but they just don't flesh it out enough. They'll say it but not expand on it. And I think that's something important, because that often will send you out from the crowd if you're able to expand on a good point. The most frustrating thing, I remember discussing it with another judge. We were both judging one round together, and we both were like, oh, why didn't they just go a bit further with that point? Because that was a really good point that they could have made. So yeah, they're the two things I would say.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that second point is so important, because what we try to do is we try and make our problems sort of 50-50, so the law could go either way, but it's not always possible with a moot, and sometimes the law will favour one side or the other. And if you're representing the party where the law is in your favour, that's really what you're being tested on, how well you can hammer home the point and really use the law to your advantage. And as you say, if you're not fleshing out the point, if you're not, citing from the case, citing any obiter, whatever it might be, if you're not really utilising that to the full advantage, then you're not going to score the points, and you're really leaving an open goal for your opponent there. So that's a really good point.